One thing this movie proves, without a doubt, having the opportunity to see Carol Kane on the big screen is a rare thing, and you should take advantage of it because Carol Kane is wonderful. Hi everyone, she's a national treasure. Hi everyone, it's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Vulcan raised on Hawkmoor the Grant, everybody, and today we're talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here, and that movie is the first of, I will say, 5 reviews. I know we're supposed to get these 3 done yesterday. I was exhausted, so I just said, we're gonna marathon them like last weekend. We're not gonna make we're not gonna make it a regular thing, but let's just do it. So, that being said, our first movie is movies and TVs that we do here, Between the Temples. Between the Temples is a very, very, very dark comedy, indie comedy, directed and co-written by Nathan Silver, and it is co-written by C. Mason Wells. And what is Between the Temples about? Well, it centers on Ben Gottlieb. He's Jewish. He's a cantor at the temple, working under his rabbi mentor, played by Robert Smigel, another face that's never an unwelcome sight, either behind the pen or on camera. He's living with his 2 mothers, and he is going through the loss of his wife. Yeah, Ben's going through some stuff. And also, since his wife's death, he's lost the ability to sing, which is, affecting his job at the temple. After one particular scrape at a bar, he ends up running into Carla O'Connor, aka Mrs. O'Connor, his former music teacher, played by the great Carol Kane, and they begin to spark a friendship, sort of May-December, kind of romance, kind of not, sort of, kind of, when she comes to him, despite being way past the point of likelihood, wants to be bat mitzvahed, and now, through preparing her for this life-changing event, the relationship between the 2 of them grows. They were but acquaintances when he was a boy. Now they're becoming really good pals. And that sends a shockwave to both of their families and various people, including, again, Ben's overbearing moms who are trying to set him up with a nice Jewish girl, one of whom suspiciously looks a little bit like his wife, in a strange way. And that's the story. So basically, it's Harold and Maude in a Wes Andersonian Joe Pera type universe, and it's wonderful. Let the cringe-inducing dark comedy begin. So, Between the Temples is a delight. Yeah, I love this movie. I thought this was wonderful, and what I love it, and I will say this. You know who you are. It may not be for some people. It is a very, 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 very dry comedy. A very surreal comedy, a very dark comedy, and a very dry comedy. If you do not like comedy of awkwardness, or comedy that is more than ha 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 ha, you're not going to dig this movie. Because this movie, Mark Kermode very aptly compared it to Shiva Baby, and it's very much like Shiva Baby. It has that same rhythm of, you don't know if you should laugh or be incredibly uncomfortable. Like, there's a certain level of anxiety to this movie. The way it's shot on, if not exactly this, then they did an amazing job making it look like 16 millimeter. And it's grainy, and there's a certain... Nathan Silver, a filmmaker this is my introduction to, really seems to love very extreme close-ups, especially of people eating. There's a lot of really strange camera work. There's a bizarre trip sequence that's very, very, very... one of the more surreal and offbeat drug tripping sequences I've seen, and I've seen a lot of them in movies. But I think the thing that really makes this work is a pretty great script, as well as Jason Schwartzman and Carol Kane. And the 2 of them together, in particular, their chemistry is very believable in that sort of awkward way that 2 people who kind of know each other, but don't really know each other, and also have a big difference in age, that can kind of come out. It almost is like, at first it seems like it's just a friendship, then it seems almost like she's a surrogate mother figure, then it seems like he's actually falling in love with her. And the way that it's done is very interesting, and also very uncomfortable. And by the nature of it, it is very uncomfortable, but I really liked that, and I liked the fact that a lot of this movie have scenes with awkward dinner conversations, but there's a specificity to them. There's a specificity to the way that they're written, and there's a specificity to the way that the mood is captured with them. That it's true to life. Even if I myself am not Jewish, but I have been in the scenario where you're at a dinner table and it's an awkward situation that you want to get out of, but you know that there is not a polite way to do so. And that is horrifying. And when you're in it, it causes anxiety. And this movie captures that. Now, I understand that there's a good chunk of people who do not want to go to the movies to have that experience. You will not like this movie. But if you're somebody who kind of masochistically, in a weird way, enjoys this type of very kind of cringy, almost like the UK Office kind of humor, you'll love Between the Temples. This is one of those movies. Hal Ashby would have loved this movie. This is very much like a slightly less cynical Harold and Maude. That's what I'd compare this to. It has that kind of rhythm to it. It has that kind of feel to it, with a little bit of Joe Pera sentiment thrown in. And I loved it. I thought this was a delightful movie. It was wonderful. And it finds a way to make humor out of Jewish culture without being anti-Semitic and without coming to it from a place of truth and not offending or hitting below the belt. I love this movie. There's a grace and a beauty to the depiction of Judaism in this movie. I love this movie. I think this is a wonderful film. And guys, yeah, I'm going to give Between the Temples. Yeah, you see it. Bang. 5 out of 5 stars plus. This is one of the best films of the summer and probably of the whole year. I thought this was just a delight. I totally get why it won a lot of awards at Sundance, because this just has it, and not in a negative way. Not like Suncoast. Like, this actually earns it. But anyway, that being said, yeah, Between the Temples, 5 out of 5 stars plus. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. Saturday Night, talked about it, looks good. Whitebird, talked about it, looks good. Ernest Hemingway's Across the River and Into the Trees, talked about it, looks good. Gladiator 2, talked about it, looks good. The Outrun, this looked really, really good. It has Saoirse Ronan in it. It's about a recovering alcoholic, looks really moving. It's also a Sundance film. The Wild Robot, talked about it, looks good. And then A Real Pain, talked about it, looks we haven't talked about it yet. It is good. I've seen it. I saw it at Sundance. And it's fantastic. We'll talk about it when it gets closer to its release on November 1st. But yeah, and then was there shawarma? No, there is not. All right, that is it. We will be back right after this. We're going to be doing these right back to back with each other. The Forge. That was fun while it lasted. We'll have a review of that, aka the sequel to War Room. So we'll have a review of that, as well as The Crow and 17 Tour, Follow Again in cinemas. I believe that's what it's called. Or 2 cinemas, rather. And 200% Wolf. So we'll have reviews of all of those tonight. Tomorrow we'll have reviews coming up for The Killer and The Supremes at Earl's All You Can Eat. We also have on Monday AMC Screen Unseen. And Tuesday we'll have reviews for Incoming and just for shits and giggles, The Last Screenwriter, aka the first movie written by ChatGPT. It's on YouTube, it's for free, and it's short. I'll watch it and I'll review it. So that's coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do. Or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey, Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. And if you want to find me elsewhere, reviews list and other fun stuff, you can find me on all my social media. I'm on literally everything, and either Raised on Popcorn with Grant or Raised on Popcorn. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of Between the Temples? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below. Let me know. And until we meet again, we're all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around.